And welcome everybody as we just try and get a little bit of music stopped here in the background. I do apologize to everybody. A lot of things happening this evening and the group stages here on PUBG Africa season number 2, sponsored by We Buy Cars and PUBG themselves as well. We got about 25 seconds before the lobby goes live as well, which is going to be an epic evening of PUBG as well. Obviously to my right hand side, I would assume. No, left hand side.
Left hand side.
We do have Nick, Airless Tomato. How's it going, buddy?
Good, thanks, and yourself.
I'm all good. So, yeah. We got group stages, A versus B. We're also running the Arabic streamer as well. Zipro is also sitting there doing his thing as well. So everybody has jumped into the plane, getting ready for our first game of the evening. Let's get it done. No.
100%. I mean, I'm feeling the hype, yo.
100% we are. The gameplay is going to start now. We're all going through this. Here we go. The teams are jumping out. We're getting ready for our first game of the evening. We also have the Rusty Revolvers who are actually in it because the GOATs have pulled out of the tournaments. The Legends could not put a team forward. So for them, that's a bit unfortunate, but lucky for the Rusty Revolvers. I'm happy to see the Rusty Revolvers in the tournament.
Oh yeah, I mean, we saw in the qualifiers, it was neck and neck. So I definitely, I think they're relieved in some sense that they are in here tonight.
Yeah, 100%. Then Team Custom is going to be heading over to Rozak. They've changed their name up to Team Custom. We've got Against All Odds sitting inside the water town. Looks like Chrissy's going to be a bit just off there. He needs to be careful the GOS members who are busy landing on there as well. This is actually going to be an interesting one to see if maybe the GOS do actually go for this. Chrissy has made his landfall, and where's Team GOS going to go? They're going to go a little bit further on to the next compound. So Chrissy safe for now. Circle pops over towards the western side. And this is a familiar, eastern side. There's a familiar circle here, Alice.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm looking at Noz. Noz is doing their normal drop in here, Hacienda, and we do have, if I'm not mistaken, to our left and to our right in Lapovka. Is Against All Odds in black, or is it Ninjas in Bikinis? Looks like Ninjas in Bikinis, and that is an unusual drop from them. But that A wasn't mean G will take out just better there. And that's an early on kill there for Ninjas and Bikinis. I'm pretty sure they're going to be happy. It's quite an interesting landing spot from them. I haven't seen them land there before. But otherwise, high voltage, Team Wolf quads, and the rest of these teams are doing their usual drops.
Yeah, 100%. Fractus Gaming coming in it as well. They're going to be inside the apartment areas where they genuinely like to go. We got Mates Alliance Gaming, we got Born to Lead doing their Gatka split like they normally like to do. We got MLC Esports who are sitting inside Pachinki at the moment. And yeah, I mean, for all of these guys, it's now make or break. The top 16 of our group stages, all the combined points will be put into the finals. And that's what they're all playing for here. But remember, if you win a chicken dinner in the group stages, you're going to get yourself $10. So that's also to play. So what do you do, Ellis? Do you go for that $10, or do you try and always go for that $10, or do you just go for those points and get as many points as possible? Obviously, the chicken dinner gives you the 10 points, right? But
yeah,
do you be aggressive and get all those kills, or you just go for a chicken dinner and one kill?
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you've got 4 games in this match. I mean, out of the one, I think it would be nice to at least win one match to get that $10. It will feel nice. It will be a little bit of a boost of confidence. But at the end of the day, you have to think long term, not at the short term right now. There is bigger prize money at stake. So for me personally, I think I would rather just try and get the kills, the aggression, and play out for that chicken dinner a bit later throughout the match. I mean, if, for instance, a team gets 11 kills, 12 kills, and we have a team with 1 kill, but they get the chicken dinner, they are on the same score. So, I mean, it's a really tough call. But for me personally, I think definitely go for the kills, because in the long run, it will definitely help you out.
Yeah, and obviously getting that $10 for that chicken win is also going to be quite a nice thing. Rusty Revolvers just quickly looting up here. I see they were busy in a vehicle. Looks like they're just going to quickly stop off to loot over here. We've got Born Slippy, Warlord, Leader, and Molotov Man. I mean, they did a strong run to try and get qualifying in their last game. So I'm expecting they would be pretty happy that they're inside the group stages. Obviously, obviously the teams that were fallen out now. But I mean, they here because of that strong game in essence, because they got themselves further up that leaderboard.
Yeah, I mean that last game towards the end, if I'm not mistaken, Team Wolves, Smurfs, Legends, Rusty Revolvers, they were really clawing to get in. I can't describe to you how it must feel in that intense situation, knowing that you have to pull your weight or this is it.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm sure these guys are going to be, they got a couple of games in front of them. They got 8 games to show what they're made of over here, and let's see what they can do. They're obviously inside Group A for tonight, and obviously a couple teams there. We'll try and get a team list together at some point, probably only tomorrow, that we'll have a full list where we'll see, if I'm not mistaken, we'll have A versus C, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow. Yeah. Yes, we'll have A versus C as well, so they will be playing yet again. Team Custom, they're busy getting themselves prepped and getting themselves inside the area as well. Hyrix, I mean, Custom, I think, performed really well in Season 2 so far. I mean, obviously everyone's aim is to get into top 16, but one of the favorites to get into the top 16 at this stage.
Oh yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, they've definitely proven themselves. I still remember when they did join. They absolutely came out with banger games. So they are definitely a team to be messed with, and definitely a fan favorite. But I mean, I don't know exactly what their game plan's going to be walking into this. It would be very interesting to see.
A lot of rotations coming in from the southwest here. Very interesting rotation coming out here from Against All Odds. Really going very much south here. Kritzy taking the team way off the beaten path here, like rotating away from the circle, then coming back in. It's going to be a good move though, because they're going to come in there, but Lighter's going to take out Milton there in the end here, and he's going to get run over as well. So that's just happened on off the screen here. Milton going to get taken out there. Nixon going to have a look at him as well. Lighters getting the shots taken there from Arkine as well, as now they're going to rotate straight into the path of Nos Gaming. Nos Gaming takes some shots over here, and Lighters going to get eliminated there by Nos. And Team Custom rotations are at a bad at the moment, and Skoskirt also very low. Can he survive this one out? Just gets away from Nixon there.
I mean, this is quite shocking right now. Obviously, Custom making a fault of maybe thinking that Streamer Hill was open without scouting it, and drove past it quite closely, and losing a member there in the process. And I guess that he's not out of the clear just yet. He's going to be in a bit of a tight situation now. Now Hyrix has to be very careful. He is going back to Streamer Hill. What do you think his game plan is right now, Godwin?
Yeah, he needs to be very careful what happens here. He's getting shot from all angles here. He's trying to avoid all the carnage in front of him, but the shots just keep on coming towards his car, and that car down to 50 HP. He gets hit there again, as well as Hicken trying to get a couple more shots on towards him. Hunter in the background taking out one of the members of Gosp, as now Hyrix still trying to find Nig, runs into ninjas in bikinis. This is just turning from bad to worse for Hyrix. Team Custom just not having the luck that they want, but it looks like he might just make it away from that whole situation. And we're looking towards where Gosp got a member knocked there, just having a look to see exactly where that's coming from. I can't see. There we go. We got Majid gonna see the member of Hunter, who hasn't jumped into his car yet. The grenade's gonna go off, and that could be a very good nade. Let's see what happens over here. Just bounces too short there for Hunter X, but it looks like he may just make it out there. Gonna try and make that run as well, as the shots come out there from the Goss member. They have lost the one in rotation, but look at this, Tricksters holding the Rusty Revolvers.
I mean, right now for the Rusty Revolvers, I mean, they are in zone. They do not have to peak this. They can just sit for the time being, and I'm sure once the next zone pops, I'm fairly sure that the Rusty Revolvers also have vehicles, so it should be a free rotate from them right now. Peeking is just going to cost them armor, and as you can see, Loki with a beautiful headshot onto leader there with the mini,
Yeah,
doing some serious damage.
yeah, that was a good headshot there, just through that little gap there. Obviously, leader trying to see if he can maybe get a bit of a sneaky little angle there, but Loki wiser to this fact. But for Rusty Revolvers, what do they do here? Because they are seriously surrounded here.
Yeah, right now, I think the best bet for them is to maybe hold the compound and let push happen, play it from the compound. But right now, it's just really falling apart for them as Gosp goes out in 15th position from behind. But the Tricksters have really got the one up on the Rusty Revolvers now. And if I'm not mistaken, it's just Bornslip left alive. And, Molotov Man, my apologies. And Rusty Revolvers out in 14th position. Tricksters doing a fantastic push there.
Yeah, really good push coming up from them. We saw their Gosp getting eliminated in 15th position at this stage. And then now we see the members of Fractus Gaming taking a couple shots on towards the members of Born to Lead. We obviously have Anonymous, who's joined Fractus Gaming, coming in from the Inexorable Legends squad. I mean, Anonymous, a really good player that we've noticed on as well, throughout different series as well. So this man can definitely do some damage when he wants to. Circle shifting over towards Yasnaya, shifting over towards the north, centering up along this, and Nixon can take some shots of this against all odds, make their way into the zone.
I mean, right now, against all odds, are on a decent path. They are using the road. It's nice to see. Obviously, rotates are a lot quicker when using the roads instead of going off-road. And right now, I think their plan is to crash Yasnaya, or at least close to it. And that is what's going to be. But they need to be careful. Noz already being in Yasnaya could have the one up on them. As now against all odds do take the app side.
Yeah, but Noz a 2-2 split coming out here. So I like this from Noz, because Noz got the Yasna, and should it shift south, they've got these compounds as well. So this is really good thinking here from Noz Gaming. I really, really do like what they're doing over here. As now we look at MLC Esports, they're going to take some shots over towards to the sister team as they now crash to the opposite side of this compound here, as they hold a liquid compound for now. TF2 does a little bit of damage to Spriv, and they should be fine for now. We see in the top one Shadow Warrior getting knocked out by one of the ninjas in bikini. Hey, that wasn't me. GG. Gonna be trying to look a little bit more. Griffin already been knocked out and flashed, and Shadow Warrior now in a spot of bother. Now what can Bad Bunny do from here? And Millie, they need to rotate away from this. It's too much danger for them to go for that sort of push. But looks like they're just going to quickly get the... Oh, they flipped the vehicle, and that vehicle goes a little bit awry. Let's see if it gets back onto all four wheels. It does indeed. He's very lucky. And these are just, they can't hit that terrain. And that wasn't me. GG will run over Shadow Warrior there as well. And that'll give another point to Ninjas in Bikinis. Up to 4 points already. And this is probably one of the favorite teams to actually take the tournament. I mean, been so good, this brand new team.
Oh no, 100%. I mean, in the beginning, coming in once again, just like Costum, proving that they do belong. Unfortunately, Costum in the early stages making a vital mistake, costing them their lives. But now Ninjas in Bikinis in a beautiful position, got the 4 kills up. Right now, all they need to do is play the zone, and I think they are going to be the first team to take out the chicken dinner tonight.
Yeah. Sick Daddy Club being very quiet in the south there, not doing too much. Also with the Mates Alliance Gaming making their way in from the south, from the prison side. I mean, doing also just making sure they're getting into these late stages where the points matter as well, getting a little bit of those points placements as well. Fractus Gaming moves on top of MLC Esports, as now they do spot them out. They haven't been spotted out here as Fractus Gaming at this stage, but they need to be careful of the Tricksters on the opposite side of the fence there. But the circle moves up towards Yasnaya, and if you're a betting man, probably Yas Fields is going to be where we're going to end up here, Elis.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Right now, looking at these fields fields are still playable. There's a lot of dips to the south side, and I'm fairly sure those dips are going to fill up quite quickly if they use zone does shift off of Yasnaya. And right now we do have Briggs here taking some shots over onto those Ninjas and Bikinis as they do rotate. And what do you think is going to come out from this rotate for Ninjas and Bikinis, Godfather?
This rotate is actually not a bad rotate. They're going to get into where the side is pretty clear. They haven't heard, obviously, a lot of shots coming from there. So, you know, making it towards the north, they can come into the apartment area. We only got the 2 Team Werewolf quads. So can they do any sort of damage towards the members of Ninjas and Bikinis? Looks like Millie's just going to hold stationary in his little corner there for now, as Ninjas and Bikinis make landfall into Yasnaya. Everybody trying to find a position inside Yasnaya for now. And I do believe if you where against all odds are, you got the most favored position at this stage. Kritzy will get a knock onto Nice Try. That's a good little knock coming out from them. It should be fine to get the res on for Nice Try, as his teammate is there. They're just going to go in towards there, but nice positioning from against all odds here. But here come Mates Alliance Gaming into the apartments next to Team Werewolf quads. Millie going to try and protect us from 2 different angles here, as Venom going to get the knock on towards Mars there, old against odds member there, and he's going to get that flush as well. So Mates Alliance Gaming lose a member early on here, which is not what they would have wanted for now, but they continue on their rotation, obviously noticing that that's not the best place to be. TF2 will get the knock on towards Kritzy, and that's coming from the compound just down below, but just a lot of action happening all over the place, and let's see what Team Custom can do here.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, this Yasnaya ending is going to be a very, very intense ending. There's so many angles, so many buildings you can hold. If the zone does shift in here, which teams it looks like are betting, it is going to be one heck of an ending. Your awareness level has to be so high. As now Mr. Beef Truck and Vince just decide to crash outside of the 2 members of Customs building. Do you think there's going to be a push here from Mates Alliance Gaming?
At the moment they seem pretty much stationary at the moment, but Vent's gonna get taken up by Stray there from a different angle. Born to lead, welcome to the party, and then Mr. Beef Truck gets taken out there as well. Now he's gonna get flushed out. Vent will get flushed out there as well, as Born to lead has got such a good angle over there as well. We're going to just go into Strays. He's got this great little bit of angle coming out from this area, and he's going to definitely benefit from that. He does pick up that kill of Vent, and for Mates Alliance Gaming, they're down to 1 member. Patrick Brew going to be sitting in apartments now, waiting to see what happens. The circle shifts, and we see that it's going to be moving onto the Yaz fields. And look at the rotation coming out from Nas. This is exactly what I thought would happen. Nas preparing for this phase.
Yeah, right now for Nos, they are in such a good position. That split really, really helping them out. A very big brain play move, as they are going to be very, very happy in the zone. But right now, hey, that wasn't me. G will get the last kill onto Melee. That's Team Wolf quads out in 13th position. Right now, looking very strong for Ninjas and Bikinis.
Yeah, where do you rotate now? MLC Esports got to 2 members left here out of that for those fights. They're sitting inside that Harry Potter tower, or cooped up here, and obviously in the container. What can Buzz Gundel do here, and what can Brahim do as well? And
I mean, right now, Fractus Gaming seem to also be in a very decent position. I mean, there is no members or from any team sitting on the left-hand side of those apps from Yasnaya, as now STC making their rotate. This could be a very bad rotate from them. As, oh, Joru, very nice spray coming out following from Joru. Unfortunately, no shots connecting. As now MLC will be taking on the fight. STC gets the first knock, but Gundel gets the second knock as well. And STC in a very, very tight position. 1 member alive, but now was Gundel getting shot in the back. Hunter from Born to Lead doing some more damage on towards him. As now, I think if I'm not mistaken, there's only 1 member left for STC. Not looking too great for them.
No, Red Egg as well, but those kills getting stolen there from MLC as well, from Born to Lead. They got the perfect angle onto that. So those kills getting stolen there from them is not what they would have wanted for MLC Esports as well. As now Patrick going to get eliminated out in 12th position there. Mates Alliance Gaming not having the best first games there for themselves. The MK14 coming out to play as Yus9 got that ready and going, shooting at the Tricksters as they try to find a position inside the circle. And you know, for the teams inside Yus9, need to try and see what can they do in these late stages coming in. We've got Ninjas and Bikinis making their way. We've got also the Against All Odds inside here, and High Voltage just holding this whole eastern side here really intensely here. So they very much split holding this line. It's going to be interesting to see how much further they can get. Where does the circle pop to next? Does have a little bit of Yasnaya still in it, so I think for Against the Odds they're going to be breathing a sigh of relief. What does Kitsy see here onto Practice Gaming, his old team as well, and he's going to take some shots on towards them as they try and find a position here. They need to get inside the circle. Tricksters, MLC Esports and High Voltage all need to get themselves into the circle at this stage.
I mean, right now, High Voltage, with that split, you can definitely see the confidence coming out from each player. Being confident enough to hold off long enough for a teammate to arrive if they do get crashed. So it's very, very nice to see the confidence coming out there from High Voltage. Right now, for Against the Odds, they are in such a good position. They're going to be able to gatekeep Ninjas and Bikinis quite a bit, but they should be able to squeeze into the back of Yasnaya, as now Mingo will take out NX Anonymous.
Yeah, Anonymous will get taken out there from the Tricksters underneath the vehicle. Good little bit of angle there coming out from Mingo. And what can they do from now on?
So Tricksters playing a very nice dip, I have to say.
Yeah, but they need to get inside the circle now. So Red X is going to be that gate, keep them slightly here, but when they make their movement in, let's just see what happens from that point of view. We need to just wait and see there. We got the circle coming in now. MLC Devils making their way in there as well. Tricksters coming straight towards Nos Gaming. Does nice try spot this one out as well from this area. What will happen? Looks like he's just going to pull back towards his teammates there. Zero going to get the knock on towards Nixon there. So what happens towards Nixon? Going to get knocked out there. Zero going to make their movement in. MLC Devils though gonna land right behind the High Voltage team.
Yeah, I mean, he used 9 getting the first knock. Unfortunately, it was in the open push, and it has cost him his life as well. But this could be very, very bad for High Voltage now. One member up. Ninjas and Bikinis will probably be focusing on them very soon. Against the Odds have their focus right now on High Voltage. They do, however, need to be careful of Ninjas and Bikinis pushing here in from behind, because they can cause some serious grief for Against the Odds.
Yeah, but for MLC Esports, they're right here close to the area where, you know, the circle's pushing in, the shots are coming through here. Spriv on 5 HP gets touched by that circle once. It could spell the end. He's just staying in front of it at the moment. They're trying to make their way in here, but the shots are just getting poured on from them. Quick Mag trying to, Against All Odds trying to get their way in there as well. Deathmark hitting the railing there as well. Whisker gonna be taking some shots on towards Ninjas and Bikinis as well. So can Ninjas and Bikinis get themselves out of this one as the Molotovs come raining through? None of the utility heading at the stage, but that utility hits there for Whisker, and Zero now needs to revive the members of Reznad there. His teammate there needs to get this one sorted out, and the Devils, MLC Devils, will get eliminated out there as well as Arkine, the last remaining member for High Voltage. And it shifts in towards the field, and now what happens from here? Nas Gaming got a nice little dip over here, which gives them cover from multiple angles. And for Against All Odds, Ninjas and Bikinis, Team Custom and Born to Lead need to get themselves inside the circle as quickly as possible.
Oh yeah, and right now, I must say, this is where it becomes a very difficult for this, the team's IGLs, is do you move sooner or do you move later? Considering the cover in the open, but right now, Whisker will take out Reznad once again, and he's doing wonders for Against All Odds right now.
Definitely eliminating them, and Reznad's going to bleed out eventually, so Whisker will pick up that point there as Against All Odds get up to 3 points in total. He's going to get spotted out there, Zero in the back background, and Venom's going to get that shot on her towards 0. And that's another point that's going to be secured there for Against All Odds. There's nothing that 0 can be done for him. Spartacus is going to be on the opposite side there. The real Spartacus and A, that wasn't me. GG have to make their movement in towards the zone. But I think A, that wasn't me. GG has spotted out the custom team there as Bosgundle will eliminate Fractus out in 10th position. And everything is starting to pop off now. All the teams just trying to fight for this little bit of space that remains inside Yasnaya for now. But what does Team Custom do from here?
Right now, Custom is in such a tough position as now Ninja Sneakies will possibly push him or leave him. They have no idea that he's here, so the prone game is the correct play for now. But it doesn't look like Ninjas and Bikinis will be clearing around this building or in the building, which is very, very interesting. Hoping the zone would do it for them as Mingo in the background will take out Redak. Slick Daddy Club out in 8th position. I don't know what to expect right now.
I mean, this is for these teams coming out here. There we go. Team Custom going to get eliminated there in the end of the day. But I think for the teams trying to make it out of Yasnaya, it's going to be very, very difficult. Whereas now Quincy gets shot there by A. That was BG and the real Spartacus. And the Molotovs are going to get flown out there as well. The Molotovs going to get put down. Can they do anything about the smoke's going to come out there from Whisker as well? But Ninjas in Bikinis are stuck in this blue zone. Whisker gonna peek out, and Ninjas in Bikinis gonna get taken out in 6th position. And for Against All Odds now, they can make their way into this. Can they find a spot here, or does Nos Gaming have this one covered off on the side there? Also Born to Lead trying to make their way into this. We have 5 teams left here, and it's for the Tricksters. They're trying to make a movement on towards Nos Gaming. Looks like he's going to get punished for that movement. TF2 going to get that one, and the grenade going to come and do some more damage over towards the Tricksters. And another grenade going to pop over there as well. That's not going to do any sort of damage from there. And what? MLC Esports, this early rotation, paying off dividend here, Elis.
Yeah, no, 100%. They are in such a nice position right now. They have to just relax, definitely peek a few angles every now and then, try and get as much information as possible so they know where to move next, as Mingo will get a knock onto Nos. Right now, Tricksters also in a very tough situation. They have lost one member to Nos, and Nos might initiate a push here, but one of their members was also knocked, so this might prevent it. As Tricksters really need to make a play now. They need to get in. Nos has already made their play to get in. Right now, Nos does have the advantage with that high ground, being able just to see over the ledge. There is some cover for the Tricksters. Mingo with that bomb. This has been very nice for him with that one-shot gun to the head, even with the level 3 helmet, but he gets headshotted in return. I mean, what do you expect right now, Godfather? Who's going to win this fight between the Tricksters?
Are in a little bit of a precarious position. They're going to have the zone touching them a little bit more sooner. Mingo trying to use that arm to effect now. Trying to see if he can maybe get a knock to give them a little bit of leeway here. Does get the connection on there, but doesn't able. He gets refragged there as well. Deathmark going to take a nice little Molotov towards Born to Lead there as well. That fight's going to kick off there as well. Deathmark now looking to see what he can do. Broken vest there with a level 3. Charbel going to get taken out of this game. 2 members of Born to Lead left alive as they are inside the smoke area. Stazel going to take it out by Brahim. So much action happening all the case, and now the Molotov comes out from the members of Against All Odds. Tricksters trying to make the movement in towards this. Tricksters trying to do something. Tricksters gets eliminated out in 5th as Deathmog finds him. And now Against All Odds, we have 3 teams left. MLC Esports gets eliminated as well. And now we have 3 members. Born to Lead with 1 member left. Nos Gaming with 3. Looks like they're going to get the pickup on towards their member. No, they're not going to be able to. And Against All Odds, against all the odds, have made it through here with 8 kills at the moment and doing such a great job here.
Yeah, definitely, but I think they have not noticed that Nos, one of the members of Nos, has moved into the Wizard Tower, and what a little angle here for Deathmark. Does tag up Hunter twice. Hunter will have to pop a first aid there, but Against All Odds has to be really careful as Nos have made their move up from behind, so this could be a big third party from Nos Gaming if the rest of the Against All Odds members aren't paying attention.
Yeah, now they're going to think, because obviously now Nas has moved into the central position here, which they got a little bit of height on towards against the odds here as well. So this is, I kind of like this move. We've got TF2 just hanging back here just to see if he can maybe do the flank position. If against the odds worry about this born to lead member too much, they need to put someone on him. But they can't be there. But Kritzy does find out Hunter there in the end, and it'll just leave these two teams left alive here as TF2 going to take some shots on towards there. But Whisker going to take out TF2, and Nos Gaming get put down to 2 members. And this is now, what can Nos do? I don't think they'll be able to get to New Worlds and TF2 just in time. And here come the push already from the members of Against All Odds as they make the move. And the flashbangs coming out here. Kritzy making the initial push here. Does he spot out? Nice try. Will get on towards Deathmark. Will die. They'll know the positions now. TF2 looks like he's going to get taken out really shortly here as well. As Kritzy will confirm onto that. 10 kills comes up for the members of Against All Odds here. As now Deathmark going to bleed himself out there. He's been knocked quite a few times there, so he's going to get eliminated there by a nice try. What can Nos Gaming do from here? Jumps back into the building. I think they need to see if they can get another knock here. Nice try looking. Can spot out Kritzy just for a brief second there. Needs to see if we can spot out the flank from Venom. Venom doing a great little bit of movement here to try and suffocate the members of Nos Gaming as they make their movements around. And I think for Against All Odds, this is looking really, really good.
Oh yeah, they have managed to gather or contain, or what's the correct terminology here, or claim most of the ground. And right now they are just forcing Nos into positions that they really don't want to be in. As Nice Try actually goes prone behind that small hay bale, just saving his life from Venom, but he will re-peek immediately. Venom will be shooting. Kritzy will be the one to take out Nice Try, though, leaving just 1 member alive now for Nos Gaming. Do you think Nos Gaming is going to clutch this one out?
1 member against 3. It's going to be so difficult. The way that Against All Odds is playing, they literally got the center zone. Kritzy going to find him out as well. And for Nos Gaming, I think this is going to be the end of this. Whisker going to try and finish off this game as well. The shot's coming out, and Against All Odds will win it in the end of the day with 12 kills on the board. Great bit of work coming out from them. Really good work coming out from Against All Odds. 10 kills. They managed to get themselves into a good position early on inside Yaznaya there, airless. And, you know, from there they just managed to fight their way through everything.
I mean, I have to give it to them. The aggression shown from them there towards the end, they played it very, very right. Even with Ninjas and Bikinis there towards the end, when moving into that zone, they played their cards right. They got the knock. They got all 4 races up. Didn't lose any members, even though they were knocked. So it was an extremely well-played game coming out from them.
Yeah, 100%. In second position, we have Nos coming out with a total of 7 kills. Also, a decent amount of kills coming their way. Born to lead. I mean, doing a great job, also trying to get themselves out, coming up with a total of 5 kills. Hunter there picking up 4 for himself. MLC Esports finishing off with a total of 6 kills. I mean, that early rotation to the center of that, or to that Harry Potter there, where it pretty much almost ended, was a good little bit of movement coming from them. And Tricksters doing a lot of damage coming in from the south, coming in with a total of 9 kills there. So, sorry, 8 kills there, I do beg your pardon. That was a good amount of work there. But also for Ninjas and Bikinis, I mean, they finished in 6th, but finishing off with 9 kills.
It's a banger game coming out from them.
It's a banger game from them. They ticking up those points as well. So that is game number 1 done and dusted, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move on to the next game very shortly. So stay tuned as we get everything all sorted, and we'll be back now. Welcome back, everybody, to the game match number 2. Sorry for the delay. We just had a couple of issues joining the server. Seems like PUBG is having a little bit of issues. Hopefully tomorrow's patch fixes a lot of things. So remember, players playing tomorrow, that you need to update your games before the matches start. Just remember that patch is going to come in the middle of our morning, so remember to do that. First game we saw Against All Odds doing a great job there, Airless. So let's see what they got this game. Do you think they can do 2 in a row?
You know, I what they've just shown me in the first game, it was absolutely spectacular. The gameplay, their shots that they were hitting were extremely, extremely good. So I'm expecting some big things in the second game. They've made a name for themselves now, so I'm expecting them to uphold that name.
100%. Let's go to the next game as we just wait for this to quickly see what's going on. There we go. Everything looking good to go. And
Say, this flight path is a nasty one. Oof. It's not looking too great. I mean, this is when you're gonna have to try and maybe improvise a little bit if your drop spot's too far, and maybe just try and find something that's a little closer within the flight path. I mean, what's your thoughts on this?
Picard is still there to get to, which I'm sure MLC Esports are going to try and get to. I think a lot of these teams do generally like the eastern area. So let's see what happens here. I think most teams are going to get there. We saw now, obviously, MLC Esports going to do that long jump over towards Picardo. We've seen Fractus Gaming heading over towards Power Grid there. That's their normal drop spots there. Nos Gaming going to be around Labendita, as we saw them on Sunday evening. Gasp going to make their movement, it would seem, just below Picardo for now. For Against All Odds, Los Leones, their normal spot. We see some shots going to get taken out here by the members of the Rusty Revolvers. Leader going to take some shots. Not many shots going to be connecting at this stage towards the members of Mates Alliance Gaming Vent. He's going to make his way in. Patrick is also getting himself still in the air. And I'm sure for Mates Alliance Gaming, they're going to be looking for a very much better game than what they had in the previous game.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think to say, I think right now the players know what they're dealing with. That first game was maybe just a little bit of a warm-up, and now are just getting into the feel of how to play it. I mean, we saw it happen with Costum. I'm also hoping that Costum in this game definitely switches on, I must say. As now MLC Devils have taken San Martin, basically scaring off the Warriors.
Not entirely sure what's going on here with the Warriors. It looks like a couple of them are DCing as well, so this is a bit unfortunate from them. Looks like a couple of DCs coming out from the Warriors as well. As now we see him getting a Tiki Land, going to get knocked out there, which is really unfortunate for them. And the rest of them are going to continue on their way. Anodicity going to confirm that kill, and that'll be the first kill in this match for the members of MLC Devils. A little bit of disconnection coming out there. Unlucky for the Warriors who join us now for the second game. Unfortunately, they didn't make the first game in time. Sick Daddy Club inside Le Cobb. They're going to be alright for now. We got 2 teams in Crustaville, and this is not something you see often here.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, this is going to be a quite tough situation. I wouldn't say there's enough loot for both teams. It's definitely enough for one team, but for 2 teams, that is really pushing it. And now Mr. Beefstruck will take out Warlord. And it's looking promising so far for Mates Alliance Gaming. Not losing a member in that push. So right now, they will be one of the first teams to pick up a kill so far.
Oh, second team, yeah. We got...
Yeah, second team.
Yeah. So they got to pick up and puts Rusty Revolvers on a little bit of a lighter team load at the moment. They're going to have to try and get themselves into the circle just outside of Lost there for the members of Against All Odds, our winners of the previous match. And a very much open center part of the circle here. So for Nos Gaming, I feel like they're in a good position. They obviously lost out the game in second position, but still a good round coming up from them. And we mentioned it at the end there. For Ninjas and Bikinis, really good start with kill wise, just not the positions that they would have wanted.
Oh yeah, I mean, my prediction there was in the beginning that they would take it out, but it was just that zone. Unfortunately, the shift was really, really hard for them. And at the end of the day, there's not much you can do when running in the open when you've just got teams absolutely shredding you from far with those 6x scopes, the 8x scopes, and it is very, very difficult to get in. But nevertheless, they did a really, really great job in the previous game.
You can see Nos Gaming going to make their movement into the circle. Looks like they want to take out this. I would be interested to see where they want to actually land up here. A couple of them are going to jump into the other vehicle, which is probably the wise thing to do. Looks like they're just going to go for the pickup of the vehicle and make their way inland as well. We can see them probably going to get in towards graveyard area. Practice Gaming getting their movement on, and it's quite interesting. We only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pretty much teams out of the circle at the moment, so everyone landing within the circle limits. We see Zero making his way up the hill here. Team Custom making their dash probably to this area here. You can see them coming in. Lights and Hyrex making their dash towards this area. Looks like they might just stop in before but this is also a good compound to kind of gate a lot of teams as well.
Oh yeah, very, very, very nice compound. A lot of teams do decide to rotate past this compound. From on top of Minas, you will definitely see a few cars coming down. Also on the right of Minas, that hill, you'll most definitely see more teams rotating down from there. So it is definitely a spot to get kills, and I'm hoping for their sake that they can get a few in this game.
Yeah, but Beneath Bikinis have rocked up also wanting to get the same shot, and the shots are going to be taken over towards Lighters as well. Resonant straight away into that position where he just wants to take the shots on straight away, and he's just going to pull back here. The rest of his team are gonna take some shots as well. Spartacus going to spot that one out, going to get his bike into safety as now the Ninjas in Bikinis do deal some damage towards Team Custom. They're going to hide inside that team. I think Ninjas is going to hold this one off. They're not going to try and make the push now. Too early doors for them to make that push at this stage, but that vehicle wheels are going to be popped out as well, so they can't use that buggy anymore. And
I mean,
for the rest
right
of the teams,
this zone is a tricky one. The question is, where's it going to pull? Because it's basically dead center on the map. So is it even worth taking this fight right now, or do you just wait for that pull?
I mean, the position wise this is not bad, but how does this last member of Team Custom actually make it way in? Because that wasn't me. GG is going to be right in his path line here. He's going to run back just to make sure that he doesn't get run over there, and he's got himself safe. But it looks like this member is going to make it in with no issues. Going to get tagged up for a little bit here. Imperative that he doesn't get knocked out, but he's going to lose that vehicle as well. So Team Custom are stuck in this compound for now, and they're going to be stuck there for a little while.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's still in the early stages for now, so I'm not expecting that push from Ninjas, but I wouldn't be surprised with the aggression they are showing. I mean, I haven't seen any teams go for a drop yet in this second game this evening.
Yeah,
Do you think that drop is gonna be taken?
No, I don't see that drop being taken, but you can see the big teams here. The teams that we normally see on top of the leaderboard, that's what you say, are like our normal, like we see Fractus is a very good team, Nas a very good team, Team Custom and Ninjas in Bikini all trying to circulate near the central position here of the circle. So noticing that, that we see this is quite a common circle that we've seen, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue for them to get everything sorted here.
100%. I mean, this it's really, really good positioning. I mean, the teams have grabbed the center of the zone. I mean, it is the first shift, but nevertheless, it might as well be just land straight on them, and they're going to be dead center, so it would be quite good for them. As now, I see that Against the Odds have started to make their rotate, but they are going to be a little too close to Gosp. And Gosp may or may not be able to get a kill there. But for now, it seems that Against the Odds will be keeping their distance. There is some exchange fire, as one of the Gosp members will take out Deathmark there. Big, big, big opening here for Gosp. And the flash will come out onto Deathmark. And that's a big loss here for Against the Odds, Godfather.
Yeah, them losing this position early on, but look at him getting shot from Mates Alliance Gaming from the opposite side of the ridgeline there. So Commander going to get knocked out there as well from Mates Alliance Gaming. So some good work coming out from them. We saw in the north-end side here, looks like Tricksters and Born to Lead are going to be sitting in a little bit of a fight here. Let's see if they can spot out there. The shots coming out here from Strays. And they're going to have to just leave their member to lead out here. Looks like Tyro going to try and see if he can maybe get the pickup. But they're just leaving that member. He's going to take the shots in towards their Strays. Will get the confirmed kill on towards Peleli. And now Tyro stuck in a very bad position at this stage. What can he do here? Because he got Hunter, who's now trying to look for this member of Tricksters here. We'll notice that that vehicle's a buggy that they left on. So they do not have all the options in the world. Does he go for that vehicle though? But he's going to try and see if he can push on towards Born to Lead here. You know, to go into his mates. And I think Hunter's going to peek over this and spot him out straight away. He does indeed. Shots going to come out. Hunter misses the first couple shots there. Just gets below, but can he heal in time before the zone ticks him down? And I think he might not be able to do it. He does get knocked out by the blue zone there. And that's going to be another kill going to Born to Lead there in the end. But Hunter from Mingo, they regress on towards this. And Tyro going to get bled out by the blue zone. So that point won't go to the members of Born to Lead. And Hunter going to bleed out here.
I mean, this is... I was not expecting that from the Tricksters, but now... MLC Devils taking that push on towards Boston. But it's just falling apart for them. As now... Briggs is gonna take on the last member of MLC Devils Esports here. And that was a beautiful molly. And at the end of the day, MLC Esports... or MLC Devils Esports, my apologies, will be out in 16th position.
That was a crazy push coming out there from the Devils, and the custom team handling that so well. Looks like the Ninjas and Bikinis have moved a little bit on. The circle has shifted up towards the north end side. So for Team Custom, still in a good position here. Factors moving towards the bottom of Hacienda at this stage, and a lot of action all around. But it looks like we got some teams moving in, Goss making their movement, and we also got Team Warwolves coming in from the south. We've got 4 teams making their way, including the Mates Alliance Gaming. But for the members of Rusty Revolvers, only going to have this minivan to play with, and the buggy just behind them. They're going to make that to get their way into the circle for now. Born to Lead coming in from the north, pretty much unscathed, but Trickster's still sitting inside the blue zone there, which is a little bit of an interesting one. Going to be using up the unnecessary meds for now, but I'm sure picking up all the loot from their team members and Hunter going to be beneficial in the end, and they're going to have to try and get their way in as soon as possible. And now for Against All Odds, just on the opposite side of the hill here to the members of Ninjas in Bikinis, and Zero holding this high line here will be able to definitely give a indication to his team of where teams are coming from.
Oh yeah, putting Zero up on this hill is a very, very, very nice strat. A beautiful headshot coming out there from him on towards Kritzy there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But being in this position, it's all on where zone goes. If it goes out, he's going to have a lot of trouble. But it seems to me that he does have a vehicle, and it will be an easy rotate out for him. And he's going to leave that hill, opting or guessing is that it's not going to be the next zone. It's going to be the smartest play for him, I think, at this point of time.
Team Werewolf Cards coming right past the Rusty Revolvers there the last second there, but Nas Gaming also taking some shots there. But I feel for Team Werewolf Cards here, they need to find a position. Looks like they're going to play out of this dip here. Seen them play in this dip before, so let's hope that no one goes on top of that hill and they get spotted out. Mates Alliance Game make it into theirs. The real spot, I guess, will take out one of the members of High Voltage there. Hey, that wasn't me. GG. Gonna take some more shots onto them, trying to kill that vehicle there. Resnat has been confirmed and killed in their team, and looks like High Voltage going to be able to get that one out as well. Custom holding that line there. The circle shifts over towards the northwest here. Tricksters going to be very happy with this circle shift.
Oh yeah, Tricksters right now, they are smiling from ear to ear, I'm assuming. But I have to say, this shift is really, really unexpected. Hacienda still being an option now. So another question is, what do the Tricksters do. They've got a very, very nice hill. It's basically the only high ground right now, but against all odds, we'll be taking the compound just below that hill, and that would be, I would say, the best place to be right now.
Oh yeah, there's a very good rotation there coming out from against the odds. Spotting that one out, making that quick movement there, as we see the Warriors now going to take a lot of shots on towards the Goths as they make their way up the hill here. Warriors just not able to get that last bit of kill there. Hicken going to get knocked out there by the members of Ninjas and Bikinis. Also, Ninjas and Bikinis got a very strong spot here to try and play off as well. But being that the mountains are all sitting there, oh, what a little angle coming out there from Spartacus as well. On towards Arkine there, really good little angle there that he spotted out. Born Slippy and Leader going to get blown out of the vehicle there from the Warriors, as now we hear also the Rusty Revolver is going to get taken out there as well as he tries to make his way in. Joru going to find out that kill, and the Rusty Revolvers will be out of the game, if I do believe, in 15th position.
That's them. And Warriors, they're picking up 2 kills in game 2. That is absolutely beautiful. I mean, 2-2. That's how we're rocking it. Now, Team Custom still in a very, very nice position, but in the background, oh my word, Slick Daddy Club really taking it on to Gasp. Gasp now, they're in such a sticky situation, but the last 2 members will decide to rotate long.
Melee gets knocked out as well. Yeah, Lights are going to get Shadow Warrior. The rotation coming out here from the members of Team Werewolf Quads is just not happening for them at this stage. The rotation's coming in here as well, but Team Werewolf Quad's not done yet. They have to try and get into this little shed area, and it's not looking good for them at all. Mates Alliance Gaming also trying to make their way in. Warriors going to be hopping into the car here as well as they try and make their way. A lot of the space just shrinking for all these teams, and I think that for Mates Alliance Gaming, Warriors also going to be under a lot of pressure as they get over this hill here. Nas Gaming going to spot this one out as well. Calls are going to be made out, and that's going to be going off over there. Mates Alliance Gaming now going to be taking on the fight towards MLC Esports, as now a lot of fighting happening all across the map here. Anonymous going to knock out Vent as he peeks over the edge there. In fact, this gaming in such a good position as they make their way. A video will get Gospel in the background there. Just a lot of action for us to try and keep up with. Not able to keep up with all the action at the moment because it's just popping off as that phase in.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is absolutely insane. The second game this evening, these teams, you can see they are comfortable, really comfortable. After that first match, moving on to the second match, the comfortability, if I could say, is there from these teams. They are just taking shots everywhere that they can, and I'm absolutely loving to see this.
Some good shots being made out here, but Nas will find out one of the Warriors there. He will confirm onto them as well. Some good action coming out here from Nas Gaming. They're holding the edge of there. They have to make their way in. Here come Ninjas and Bikinis. They're going to get themselves above Nas Gaming here. This is a good position that they can play off here. And sorry, not Nas Gaming, against all odds. And this for against all odds becomes a little bit more scary for them later on here. Team Custom move into the compound that we had Ninjas and Bikini in, and here come Fractus Gaming diving in towards the Team Werewolf Quads here as they make their way in. What will Team Werewolf Quads do from this perspective? Shots get rained out. Can DBS do something about this? Not going to get taken out either. What has happened with Griffin? He's fallen into a hole there. Mistakes were made there for Team Werewolf Quads, and Fractus Gaming get themselves into here. And here come MLC Esports as well as the shots get rained out towards them. Fractus Gaming now in tatters and they're trying to make their way in. DVS gonna get knocked out there. So will Joe Rue as well. Brahim makes his way into the compound here. And for Fractus Gaming, things went from good to bad to worse.
That was absolutely insane there from MLC Esports. The third party after third party really happening as Slick Daddy Club goes out in 13th position. Ladies and gentlemen, I also do apologize. This is match 2, not match 1. We just forgot to update it there on our side. I really do apologize, but please don't worry. It is still match 2. We'll get to that as quick as possible. But now, Wally trying his best to maybe get some revenge here for Fractus Gaming, Godfather.
Yeah, can he get the revenge though? Because while he's the lone soul here, as Factors Gaming getting decimated inside here as MLC pulled up there. But for Team Wool, Quads just not able to get those first couple knocks. Jumping just behind the boxes there, not what Griffin would have wanted at this stage. A lot of shots coming all around. Warriors gets eliminated. No, Gaming gonna get eliminated. Here comes Wally as he gets Brahim. Brahim get knocks out. Just better. Last member standing here for the members of them as Mates Alliance Gaming have rocked up as well. Mates Alliance Gaming, Mars gonna take out just better there in the background. And just so much action happening all array here. Mates Alliance Gaming. Seeing Brahim gonna get knocked out here as well. Mars looks like Mr. Beef Truck gonna get taken out here. Mars gonna be the last member standing here for Mates Alliance Gaming against Factors Gaming inside this little compound here. What will happen? Can Wally win this one out? The grenade's gonna go out. Flashbang goes out. Mars not gonna be able to see anything at this stage. Repositions himself here for Wally.
And right now, Wally's doing a great job. And in the background, MLC Esports at the end will be eliminated. Buzzgundle will be taken out by Stays there. And right now, Wally is doing great work for Fractus Gaming, and he's opting to leave the fight and go to zone. Very smart move from him. The question is, will he make it across that field?
No,
with
this
that
is going to be
vehicle?
so tight. HV going to be making their movement at the same time here, but where does he play? He's got nowhere out. The car's going to blow up. And Factors Gaming out in 10th as Kritzy blows up that car as well. Charbel going to take some shots on there as Milton jumps out the car and will be able to get the shot onto Milton and that, onto Charbel, and Charbel will get eliminated there. As now Stays from Nixon going to be making his movement as well. Arkai now going to make this push up on towards him. Abdu in the background. What can he do for Born to Lead? He has to make his movement. He's also going to get pressured by Tricksters as they make their movement into the circle here as well. Shots going to get fired out here. 2 members of Tricksters go out as Abdu. Does a great bit of work there from Born to Lead. And the action all over the place. It's so hard to keep up here, Elis.
It's absolutely insane. Abdu with a beautiful spray there onto the Tricksters. That 2 times really doing him wonders. As now Mates Alliance Gaming, Kritzy will take out Mars. They out in 8th position. TF2 now taking on the fight on Ninja's Bikini. Zero will take out TF2. Ghost goes out in 7th. This is Havoc gone for.
No, Nos Gaming, this is not what they would have wanted, nor will Ninja's Bikini down to 2 members there. Looks like they're just going to try and get, nice try, going to try and get a different angle on towards Ninja's Bikini. Needs to be careful of high voltage across the hill here. He's going to make his movement straight into this Archon. Here's the vehicle. Can he prep something out from this one? He's going to be watching that vehicle all the way. He's going to throw out the grenade. That's not going to connect. But he's going to take the shot on towards nice try nonetheless. Can Archon win out this fight? The head peek is coming. The head shot does come through from nice try. He's going to get burnt out here, I do believe. And he does indeed. Great bit of utility usage here from High Voltage and Archine, and Nos Gaming out in 6th position. Custom trying to make their way in now. Kritzy getting another shot on towards the members of Custom there as well. That's going to be confirmed for him as well. Can he spot out the rest of Team Custom trying to make their way in towards this compound as well? 5 teams remain. The action has been thick and fast. And for the members of High Voltage, they're going to get another kill there, leaving just 1 member left here for Team Custom, and that's Hyrex, and there's not much space for him to play from.
Right now, Hyrex, all he can do is use the smokes that he has to try and survive as long as he can. But Hickens, at the end of the day, will spot him out, and that will be Team Custom out in 5th position. And if I'm not mistaken, that puts High Voltage onto 11 kills. High Voltage really going large, but they need to be careful of Abdu here from Born to Lead. He can really spoil the day for them if they do not clear their back. They do have a lot of ground right now to cover, and they're controlling it really well, but they just need to watch their backs. Do you think Abdu could possibly get 1 or 2 kills off of this before going out?
He could possibly do it. He needs to be very careful of Ninjas and Bikini on top of the hill there as well. If they do spot him, if they go there. Now he makes his move. I think Milton's going to spot out this one out. He does indeed. And for Abdu, that's not going to be the wrong time for him to move out there. High Voltage will pick up another kill there. 4th position goes Born to Leave. Our 3 teams remain. High Voltage against all odds, and Ninjas and Bikinis against all odds. This early rotation that we spotted out has now paid off for them. 7 kills, been able to manage to get a lot of kills along the way, as now Nixon gets a couple shots of there. 0 will take some shots on towards Kritzy. So Kritzy, center of attention for both of these two teams. What can Against All Odds do here? They are at a disadvantage being down below here. It is probably going to shift away from them. So I really do like how High Voltage has set this one up. They've got this whole ridge line here, and they can spot everything moving.
Their game plan is totally going to plan right now. High Voltage in a very, very nice position with regards to Against All Odds. Right now, the utility will be their best friends. The smokes to maybe push Ninjas and Bikinis or push High Voltage. That is either... It's gonna have to come to that, because there is no way they can sit in that compound any longer once this next zone hits. Unless I'm wrong, and RNG just decides, listen, that compound's in. But right now, it's not looking too great for them.
No, High Voltage just controlling, like I said, controlling. Now they got a 2-2. Make sure they stick on each other. Against the Odds, like you said, I think their best friend is going to be the utilities and smokes and flashes that they're going to have to utilize to get out of the situation. What could benefit Against the Odds at this moment is that Ninjas and Bikini are very much focused on High Voltage, being only two of them at this stage. But the man advantage obviously going towards High Voltage. This is going to be an interesting enter game. I reckon a slow enter the game. Let's see where the circle pops off to next, because that's where we want to see if... Ooh, and it's pretty much... I mean, still, this hill line that High Voltage has got is still pretty potent.
Definitely. Ninjas and Bikinis, I would say, are now in the best spot there is. When it comes down to pushing to that open spot, there's not a lot of cover, but the util should be able to do enough for them. But right now, this is a play.
This is a very, very nice play. I do love this. This is now he can play and rotate off. If they try and peek over, Hickens controls the circle now. This is such an important position to get to early on. And he's playing underneath pretty much the Ninjas and Bikinis. They're not going to spot him out. This for High Voltage is the best spot for them to be in at this stage. You can see Hicken can play off wherever he wants to, and Nixon got him covered from that side. Arkine has got the other side covered for him should they any flank come across them. So for High Voltage, this is looking very, very good. What does Against All Odds do here now? Let's find out and see, because now they have to prep to see where do we go in this situation. Do they stay in the compound, or do they try and push Ninjas and Bikinis?
I mean, I think the push onto Ninjas and Bikini should have come out a little bit sooner to take that heal, because right now then they would be sitting in a very, very nice situation. They could have left one member in the compound even and had 3 on the heal. And unfortunately, that opportunity got lost now. So they're just going to have to hope that High Voltage fights Ninjas and Bikinis, and they could get a third party off of this if Ninjas and Bikinis can do some damage to High Voltage.
Yeah, but look, already all of High Voltage are already inside the circle, all holding it down. What is Ninjas and Bikinis? They're going to try and build a wall with their cars, I assume, later on, just getting them prepped to see what they can do here. Kritzy going to get tagged up there as well. Hicken going to just peek on a different angle there on towards Whisker. Going to get a couple shots on towards him. 12 kills here for High Voltage at this stage. It's looking very good for the members of High Voltage. Can they win this one out? Kritzy is going to have to just hold fuss here for now and see what they can do. Arkine spots out another member of Against the Odds. Whisker going to get tagged up yet again a little bit there.
I think at this point,
great shot
in
there
this
from
top
Kritzy.
3, all these teams have so many kills, if I'm not mistaken, that right now it is just really, really playing for bragging rights, pretty much. And maybe that $10, as Against All Odds did get that first $10 last game.
Exactly. So you're playing for the $10. I mean, Against All Odds wins this, their bank balance goes up to $20. So, I mean, obviously with the shortened things, the prize pool has been adjusted. So winning team gets now $500. Whisker goes down though. Nixon going to be able to get that kill on towards Whisker there. And
I mean, this is great from High Voltage. Just keeping their options open. Very, very split. Good map control. Taking some shots when need be. And just pretty much damaging the other team's armor until basically they become one-shots.
Yeah, 100%. Nixon will get tagged up there yet again. His helmet on half out HP at this stage. And like I said, it's going to be a very slow into the game. Hicken got the center zone. It's going to end where Hicken's standing in the next phase, so he knows exactly where he needs to be. Against odds now need to make their movement, and what can they do? Kritzy trying to find a way out of this. Does against all odds now deny points? This is the next question, because now it's all for points. It's all to play for the top 16 here, so if you deny Ninjas in Bikinis or High Voltage any more points, this could be a thing to do in the group stages. They need to play the long game here. They need to make this run out, and Kritzy's going to make out the run here, though, and Kritzy's, for some reason, just got underneath all of them here. Whisker going to get taken out. Hicken going to get a Whisker taken out there. They're going to steal that kill away from Ninjas in Bikinis. Kritzy going to make the movement out towards there. Hey, that wasn't me. GG's going to retaliate. Kritzy goes down, leaving just Venom left alive for against all odds here, and he's going to try and make the run over towards his teammates here of Kritzy. The grenade's going to come out, and that could be a massive grenade if it does connect. Just short on the hill there, and here come the members of High Voltage. Milton making this way up here towards them. Next I'm going to get out Kritzy, and I think Venom's going to go out very, very soon as well. He's busy hiding inside the smoke as the mates will come out. Milton's going to get down 0. Ninjas and Bikinis get taken out in 3rd. Venom, last member alive here. 4 against the odds has been spotted out. What can I see? They know he's in the smoke somewhere, and Archine gonna find him out, and High Voltage will take that game with 17 kills. Airless, what a game!
That was absolutely insane. Very, very well played to High Voltage. That map control absolutely perfect. Their rotations spot on, and more importantly, their team fights were absolutely beautiful. But I have to give it to Against All Odds, managing to come above Ninjas and Bikinis that were in a better position, and come in 2nd place with a few extra more placement points.
Yeah, that's true. $10 will go towards High Voltage there. 2nd position was Against All Odds, finishing out with a total of 7 kills. Ninjas and Bikinis, 4 kills. They'll be happier with the placement, not the kills though, in their eyes, because they are quite a high killing team as well. And we also have then Born to Lead finishing off in 4th with 6 kills, and then Team Custom rounding up our top 5 with 5 kills. That is the match number 2 done and dusted. Apologies again for not having the correct match number up, but we managed to sort that out halfway. But yeah, we will be making our way to the next game, so stay tuned while we get everything ready. Grab a cup of coffee. We'll be back soon. Welcome back, everybody, to the third round of the evening. We got about 30 seconds before everything pops off again on Erangel. We saw High Voltage doing quite an impressive game there, Ellis.
Oh yeah, definitely. Very, very impressive. Good map control. Good pushes coming out from the team together. And in all, their performance was just spectacular. I absolutely love to see it. Great action that game too.
Yep, great action indeed. We're going to move over to the next game of the. They've got about 5 seconds before everyone jumps into that plane. And let's get the third round up and running.
And now, actually looking at this Godfather, I must say this flight path is looking really, really nasty for these teams right now.
This is a low flight path here, so this is definitely gonna throw a bit of curveballs to the teams who like to loot, Watertown and those sort of areas. It'll be interesting to see who, like, for tomorrow, because obviously we got Group C coming in tomorrow as well, to see if some of these guys do take their spots. Looks like Milta is pretty much free there and no one's taking that. That would be a White Rabbit Gaming loot drop there. We see a couple of teams now going to be making their movements over Inexorable Gaming's loot spot there as well. So, this is the thing. I mean, we've got the next 8 who will come in tomorrow. Obviously, Group B will not be playing tomorrow. Group A and C will be playing tomorrow. So, a whole new host of teams to play. And for Group A, tomorrow is their last day. So if they don't get what they want out of today, they can come back tomorrow and really get themselves in a good position. Oh, look at the amount of people trying to find space here, Ellis.
I mean, this is really, really nuts right now. As you can see, teams still opting to stick or try and stick for their drops. And it is not looking too good. I mean, with that flight path even, I was expecting a milli zone, and there, slap bang, it's not a milli zone.
Another western zone as well, hey?
I mean, it's insane. The RNG is so hard to predict right now.
Yeah, so some of the members of Rusty Revolvers do make landfall. Does Voodoo spot this one out and go for leader here? Or does leader just hold on to the... Yeah, very wise. Just going to be keeping close to those tree lines there, making sure he's good. Molotov Man has made it into the area here, but looks like Sick Daddy Club not interested. He's going to go completely through and get themselves into their spots that they want to get. Team Werewolf Quads
yeah, I mean,
will be on our side here as well.
They've got a nice position there for the time being. It is still far out of zone. As now Redak will take out Deervolt from Rusty Revolvers. I mean, Team Werewolf Quads, they are far out, but I believe in the position they're in, they do have a fairly easy rotate out.
For sure. I think for these teams, especially landing here, get your vehicle and get into the circle. That's kind of, some of a strategy that you can play out here, because you can see there was a lot of people landing here. All these guys are going to know that there was a lot of players landing here. Get into your vehicles like Slick Daddy Club is doing now and get yourself into that circle. And that's a wise move coming out from Slick Daddy Club, especially there. I do like that they're rotating out early on. Redak going to get into his buggy as well. So each of them got their own vehicle here, and it's looking pretty good for them. Against the odds, already out and looking for a position here. They're going to go, looks like they're going to go to Mansion. Does Commanders wait for the opportune moment here for one of them to cross? And against the odds, may just be spotted out here. Critzy going to be leaving on his bike to go to Streamer Hill, as we like to call it, and leader going to be taken out by one of the tricksters there as well. So for the Rusty Revolvers, it's a rough start to the game for them, losing 2 members early on.
Oh yeah, I mean, now they're stuck on the last 2 members. Right now, I think the best option for them is, like you said, get those vehicles, get into zone, try and get yourself into a good position, and just hold on for those placement points right now. There's not much you can do with 2 members gone in these early stages, unless we just see what happened last game with all that action. Then I still got faith that they can definitely still pull out a win, maybe.
Yeah, 100%. Deathbot going to be making the first player from against the odds, who's going to be making his way into the compound here. And Commander is waiting for him here. Let's see what Commander does here. Can he spot him out here? Does he spot him coming up here? Does he come? This is the only entry point from this side. So Commander. Oh, he's going to come in from the opposite side now. Now, what does he spot out? Does miss the shot out there from Deathmark, but he's going to get the shot on towards Deathmark, and he's going to instantly flash. Venom going to be coming in shortly from there. Going to reload his gun. Can he get out the second member of Against All Odds here as he pushes up a floor? Whisker and Venom now looking for that revenge, but Gosp picking up their first kill, and I don't think they're going to be happy with this. I mean, this is now, he needs to try and see if he can maybe defend out of these two members. It's going to be difficult though.
Right now, he has just managed to get Gosp a free kill, and I like what he just did there. He has dropped his mini for that pump action shotgun, and you're going to see in just about a minute, or I hope we're going to see, that how powerful this gun really is.
Oh, can he do this? This is going to be Anodicity going to take out Redak in the background there as the Slick Daddy Club crew makes their way into the circle. The flashbang's going to go out. The flashbang, he's going to flash himself, unfortunately, there. But he's going to be still flashed, and that's a bad flash from Commander. And that's not what Goss would have wanted, nor himself there. And Whisker going to just punch him out, saying, listen, bud, that wasn't unfair. But that was just not the flashbang you would have wanted to see. But look at this, so ninjas in bikinis. I've heard all of this commotion and surrounding the mansion here. And this is not going to be what Against the Odds would have wanted right now, especially a team like Ninjas in Bikini.
Yeah, right now, Ninjas in Bikini doing a great job. I'm surprised how fast they've moved on to this action. You can see the aggression coming out from them. They definitely want some kills, but right now they are just going to play for that information, and I'm fairly sure once they get that information, it's going to be one heck of a push coming out from them.
And for Kritzy being so far away here, this is actually, he wouldn't have spotted any of this. He needs to look over here because now he's like, okay, cool, my team's got the mansion sorted. I'm going to now scout all around here, but he's not going to be scouting inside to where they are. Is Kritzy? No, he's going to move even further away here. This is not what Against All Odds needs right now. They need Kritzy to be the scout for them. And I think quickly Against All Odds is going to realize that they're going to be surrounded and there's nothing they can do. And look at this. Look how patient Ninjas in Bikini is. Look at them. They're just holding their lines at all sort of angles here. And this is, Against All Odds is going to be surprised everywhere here.
I mean, this is it's a great play, but now here you can see they are getting a little bit tired of waiting. They've had the patience, and now it's just going to be a full-on push. And that me just in GG will get the first headshot.
Just misses the grenade there. Just misses the grenade. The Molotov's going to come out there towards Whisker as well. Is that going to be able to? That's going to also do some damage, but he's going to be able to lean on that one. Venom going to try and do some shots on towards him as well. Now, that wasn't me. GG going to be moving into the vehicle, into the building there, and trying to get himself as much as possible. Kritzy has rocked up though, so Kritzy has made his way into the compound here, and this puts it onto a bit of a more even fight here for the members of Against All Odds. But the flashbang comes out there from that wasn't me, GG, and this can he spot out Whisker here on the opposite side. Whisker's going to be shooting from the other compound here, but he's going to move up the area here, but Venom's going to jump down onto the floor.
And it seems that that wasn't me. GG actually heard that jump out. He went straight for the window there. I mean,
they haven't spotted out Resnad now either. So this is going to be an interesting little fight here. Should Resnad be spotted, I think, is the pinnacle point. Kritzy going to make his movement over towards Whisker here for now, as now we see Fractus in the background making their rotations in. And for the real Spartacus, can he do something about this? He knows Venom's on the outside, I would imagine. That grenade thing guard, that's not going to deal any damage there. He's going to make his movement out of the compound here. Has the members of Against the Odds covered all angles here. Kritzy had to heal up there as well. And for the real Spartacus, this is just, they're just waiting. Resnad has made his movement though, so should Against the Odds want to move back here now that option's away from them as well. And this is just so slow and so tense.
Literally, I mean, Ninjas in Bikinis, I love to see the patience coming out from them. Not knowing where all the members are, so they're being very, very patient, just trying to get as much information as they can. And this is a very, very good move from them.
Rezna needs to take this movement now. He cannot let Kritzy get over to the invasion spot. Kritzy's going to go down. And Kritzy's going to be eliminated there by Reznad, doing a good job there for Reznad. And now Whisker going to try and peek through the little hole in the way there. He's going to get spotted out first though. And some damage will get laid down towards him. Whisker looks like he just wants to re-peek this one out. Venom stuck in a bit of a spot above the smoke. Going to come out to just stop that peak coming from the lower hole there. And now the only option for Whisker is to look above. Got no helmet. And Rezna going to take the head off of Whisker there. And now Venom going to try and do something about this one as he jumps back into the building. Hey, that wasn't me. GG now needs to try and do something about this one. Venom trying to fight for the life fall against the odds here. And what's going to happen? Does Zero make his movement into this as well? Venom now going to be stuck in between two members here. He's going to make his movement. Oh, he does get A. That was BGG. And Venom trying to fight back against them. And he will pick up the 1 point there to Ninjas in Bikinis. But it looks like the res is coming out from Ninjas in Bikinis. The push coming up here from Zero. Can he do anything about this one? Can he win this one? Ah, Zero going to win it out. And against all odds will be eliminated out in 16th position.
But Venom doing some nice work there. But look at that, straight after that fight, Fractus Gaming is there. They are coming in for the third party.
This is such a hotly contested mansion at the moment. Anonymous going to look there. Joru finds out Reznad. And Reznad going to be knocked out there. What can they do? Anonymous going to peek out at the wrong time. Zero going to be doing some damage over towards him. As Spartacus now makes his moving around to get to the res of Reznad at this moment. Let's have a look around at what's happening in the map though.
Yeah.
It's like we've been stuck on that one for a while. Molotov Man making his way in here. Looks like the Tricksters are going to get pushed on here by Born to MLC Esports. As now Just Better going to get eliminated there. Bosgandel trying to do something. Mingo and Tyro, the last one is saving out. Then he gets to knock on towards Bosgandel. And Tyro going to be using that. That's going to be too far away there for him to get anything from there. Brahim, what can he do here against the last member of Tricksters? He's still got Mingo just below him. He needs to try and heal as well. And Brahim, the flashbang going to come out there. I would assume a flashbang. But he hasn't spotted up Mingo. He hasn't spotted up Mingo.
What a spray from Brahim there. Nice headshot. And that leaves just Mingos for the left for the Tricksters. But he could still touch it out. Now it is a 2-on-1 situation. Can Mingo clutch it out? In the background, we have Born Slippy taking out Griffin. As now Brahim does get his kill.
It looks like Mingo is just going to try and get away from this as well. But the MLC Esports is going to be very much in a spot of bother here. Can Mingo win out this fight? So Apache, oh, great bit of shot coming out there from Mingo. And he will just pull back just in time. There's now the two remaining MLC members that are standing, gonna be making their movement over towards Mingo, rushing this one out. They can't allow this to happen. Born Slippy gets out Shadow Warrior as well in the background. We'll try and move on to the fight after this one. Trickster's out in 15th position, and that's not what they would have wanted to see as well. And for Born Slippy, he's picked up himself 2 kills here for his team after a very rough start there for them. And Team Wolf Quads down to 1 member as well, with Bad Bunny sitting just off the side of Yasnaya. Whew.
I mean, this is really, really intense right now, but Fractus Gaming opting not to push Mansion. They have fell back and now would take on the fight against the last member for the Warriors right now. Kulula, he's going to have to work miracles. It is a 4-on-1 situation, and if I'm not mistaken, there is quite a bit of util still for Fractus Gaming. And I'm surprised I have not seen any nades land on that vehicle just yet.
No, Kalula looks like he's going to try and get away, but Ninjas McKinney's taking some shots on towards him as well, and he's going to get taken up by Spartacus. Warriors out in 14th there. Fractus Gaming not able to capitalize on that. Look at the circle shift though. This is why everyone was fighting for Mansion at this stage.
Yep.
But southwest shift there coming out, and now everyone inside the Yasnai area have to now pull themselves out of their gasp Team Wolf Quads, Rusty Revolver, Stick Daddy Club all need to get themselves out. Here come Born to Lead doing the eastern rotation. I said southwest earlier, southeast. I do apologize. Nas also coming in from the south. That's going to be a nice clean entry for them. And for the members of MLC Esports, do they have enough meds here for this one? It's going to be a rough one.
And the vehicle's even rolling away.
That's not what you want to see.
Oh.
That's not what you want to see for MLC Esports. That was a mistake coming out there. They're going to have to chase after the vehicle. The vehicle actually might just come back as well.
I mean, this could be luck, eh? This could be serious.
It stops on the
And
mountain.
now the handbrake works.
Yeah.
I mean...
So they're going to have to run. That's going to bleed a little bit more of their health. Here come the Devils in towards the south as well, noticing that might be a good rotation for them as well. Nas Gaming going to have this shelter area completely surrounded. And now Mates Alliance Gaming, the last two remaining members, will take some shots on towards Dot. And no shots connecting, but should be able to get themselves into a safe spot there. But what does the Ninjas and Bikinis do about this one?
I mean, right now, it is pretty much an easy play for them. Oh, but DVS with a beautiful headshot onto the real Spartacus. But right now, the Bikinis in a good situation. They can basically take shots at and beautiful shots there. But at the end of the day, Jaru will get the final knock. Abdu will take out Mr. Loot. And Gosp in a very tight situation right now. And the real Spartacus has beautiful line of sight, but Jaru with the nade. And that could be Gosp out in 13th position there, Godfather.
Yeah, I mean, Gosp was just getting eliminated from three different teams. We also got Born to Lead on the top there as well, doing a lot of work, as MLC Esports will delete their sister team out in the south there as they make their way in. They would have been on a very low HP, but Born to Lead holding the compound just above Fractus Gaming for now. And Nos Gaming in the south for now. We also got them in Nos Gaming, MLC Devils in this, very much in the south of the next circle, just about to play out. And
I mean, where do you predict the zone's gonna go?
It's gonna center up. Well, go down to prison.
Oh.
Well, let's go. So we can could we see a prison? I mean, that would be epic, but it's unlikely.
We've seen it before.
We've seen it before.
And it became a hill off.
Yeah.
We've seen it before. So, fingers crossed. Maybe we have that again. I mean, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. But nice try. Going to take some shots. Bad Bunny will guide to the blue zone. And Team Wolf Quads out in 11th position. Nos Gaming just have to move a little bit over. But looks like where they wanted to move, they have spotted out the high voltage member, making some TF2 trying to get himself there. He needs to get onto the belly as Hicken going to take some shots on towards him. Smoke going to come out. That might just go a little bit further than TF2 would have wanted. And he's just going to hold this one out here. Hicken, let's see what he can spot out here towards TF2. Milton going to get one of the Nos members down and out now. Now this is a problem for Nos Gaming on this side. Can they hold this one out? Hicken going to get the shots on towards TF2. And Nos will lose the two members there now. Nice try. And Ami going to try and make his move. But look at the aggression coming out here from Arkine. He's going to eliminate one of them now. It's just nice try left alive here for Nos Gaming. All falling apart here for Nos. And now the push coming out here from them. What can they do? Looks like nice try. Going to try and see what he can do with a nade. This nade could be so good. This nade almost getting towards Arkine. So close, but just 9 from the top here will eliminate nice try, and Nos out in 10th position. Sick Daddy Club trying to find a position here. The shot going to come over towards Norman, and Norman going to get knocked out of the vehicle. Voodoo, last member standing here for him. He's trying to find a position as well. So many shots getting taken towards him. They just can't find space.
Yeah, right now it is such in the open. I mean, I think the best bet from them was maybe just to crash into prison and use the compounds, because right now everything else is taken.
Yeah, everything else is taken. Voodoo trying to find a position, but it looks like Milton gonna be waiting for this one as well. But look how far spread Team Majesty is, and then Nixon will find him out. Look at the spread coming out from High Voltage at this stage. A real big spread coming out from them. Mates Alliance Gaming, if they can maybe section off a couple of them, it'll be good. But the shots coming out towards Team Custom. Nixon clicks, there's no bullets, but MLC Devil's going to be shooting him in the back as well. The shot's going to get him raining out in towards that smoke area. And ooh, just spots out Pyrex there on the side there. He's also getting shot by different members as well. Looks like Ninjas in Bikinis doing some damage there as well. Does indeed do the damage. And Spartacus going to pick up that knock there. But I'm surprised that Nixon is still surviving with all the MLC Devils just behind him here. And Nixon going to get out Skirt as well. Anonymous going to eliminate Hyrex. And that's Team Custom out in 8.
I mean, right now, it is looking really, really good for High Voltage. Like I said earlier, the confidence coming out from these players is actually insane. The ability to just take so much ground and have the confidence to hold by themselves in about 100 to 200 meters distance is really, really insane. And it's actually paying off for them quite a bit right now. I mean, they could walk away with this third game with another $10.
I mean, it could definitely, but look at the amount of people around the prison area. Born to Lead and the Devils, MLC Devils, are going to be taking on their fight towards them. Fighting that for that spot, but we still got High Voltage holding this area here. So what does MLC Devils want to do from this perspective? That'll be interesting. Looks like the two of them are going to just run their way in here. And just gonna hit on here, but I think that Hicken may just spot this one out. Needs to be careful. Doesn't spot them out just yet. Can he? Oh, now he's gonna spot them out. That shot's gonna come out from Hicken, and maybe to pop those tires. Indeed, he does. Great work coming out there from them.
Is in such a good position. He is just holding MLC Devils there, and he's doing beautiful peaks. So look at his peaks. He's not holding the same position. He's constantly looking for new angles. This is absolutely beautiful stuff coming out here from Hickens.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff coming from High Voltage as well. But now the rest of the members of the Devils are going to try and take on Charbel here. And Born to Lead as he's not inside the building. What can Charbel spot out from this perspective here? He needs to push a little bit back. Looks like he's just going to get himself on the edge of the circle. They are going to be moving into the field here. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens from there. Nixon getting a lot of pressure inside there, but he's going to get the knock onto Mates Alliance Gaming. And all while this is all happening, we have all these teams making their movement up. Adu making his way into the zone. US9 trying to see if he can spot it. Does here. One of the members of Born to Lead just to his left as Mates Alliance Gaming gets eliminated out. But he's going to pick... Oh, I think he just spotted Charbel there.
I mean, this is great work for the Devils. And I mean, looking at US9 taking out Abdu. And that is basically the flash. But... Oh! Charbel peeking as well. US9 managing to pick up 2 members from Born to Lead there. Could he get a third here?
Could indeed. Adicity is being knocked at the moment. So they need to try and see if they can get their wounded teammate up and down. Stays. Gonna see what he can do here. Can he win out this fight? He's gonna get US9. He's gonna try and confirm the kill. He does indeed. No, he doesn't. And Spriv gonna eliminate the Born to Lead members out in 6th position. And where else do we go from here? It looks like Fractus Gaming has a good spot here on towards the Ninjas in Bikinis. Wally there, Nixon gonna eliminate Raisnad there. Nixon up to 5 kills now for himself. Oh, 15 times out in play.
This is the first time I've seen this in a while that someone actually puts the
Born Slippy gonna take out Nixon. Ninjas in Bikinis are gonna get taken out. But DVS gonna spot out Born Slippy, but Born Slippy throwing the spanner in the works there for High Voltage. Great bit of work. They finish in 4th. So after a rough start, Born Slippy bringing back the Rusty Revolvers into 4th position. Will Archon be able to get the res onto Nixon? No, it looks like he will. And we have the 3 teams left here.
I mean, right now, I'm not seeing any teams really taking map control. The teams with the members have not done any big map control takes yet. And I'm hoping Fractus Gaming realizes that they do have an opportunity right now to take a bit of ground. But it seems that MLC, they are more focused on high voltage. Wally now with that 15 times, just trying to get some shots to high voltage there.
I mean, what do you think of this 15 times? I mean, I feel like it's a bit of a...
It's an overkill.
It's an overkill. It's you don't play with it often enough, so will you be good at aiming with it? These are the questions you should be asking yourself as you go through. Nixon going to get DVS there as they try and make their movement, and now High Voltage trying to find a position inside the circle there. I think for MLC Devils, they can just wait this one out, understand where these two teams are, and then take on the fight from there. Hicken just on the edge here, just going to be holding just to make sure that MLC Devils don't peek over this ridgeline here. He's also getting some loot there as well. Going to be inside the circle for now, but Nixon going to get taken out there by Joru. And for the members of High Voltage, this is not looking good for them. Fractus Gaming looking to try and get themselves into this game. They've been a little bit lackluster in their last two games.
Oh yeah, now 100%, but it's great to see them come back. They're on 7 kills. They're going to be happy with that. As we saw in the last game, quite a few teams just switched on from the first game. A lot more action. And I think now just Fractus Gaming also coming to the party. And they mean business right now. They definitely want that $10 bill along with the chicken dinner and that extra 10 points.
So 3 on 3 on 4. Man advantage going obviously towards the members of Practice Gaming. They get a couple more shots on towards the members of High Voltage there. Kind of getting a little bit of there, but looks like now US9 peeks over Majesty. Hicken is now ready for this. US9 has to pull himself back, and Audacity there as well. Looks like Spreever's got a good little point here should he want to make this movement up here. But it looks like the MLC Devils are going to have to try and be forced into the fight here. So will High Voltage. Kind of been forced into the fight here by Fractus. And Fractus got this next circle as well. So for Fractus Gaming, this is exactly what they would want at this stage.
Oh yeah, it's looking beautiful for them. But what I would like to see from them is at least send 2 members further into the left side now. Or right side from their perspective. Just to maybe get some more map control, just to ensure that when these other 2 teams do rotate, that they've got sights on them and they can definitely get a knock or 2 off onto them.
I mean, this could also be a potentially bad thing should these 2 teams think, okay, we need to get into the circle now. They're the only ones in there. We have to fight for you. I mean, for them, it's like, oh, they're going to be all shooting at us now. So it's not happening at the moment, but I mean, Fractus going to be careful of that fact as well. Anonymous getting tagged up a little bit here as well. Wally can spot up Nixon, making his movement along the side. No shots connecting at this stage. It's going to be a tough slaughter. It looks like Fractus Gaming need to be a little bit careful of what happens. They need to start hitting these shots. DVS going to get a spree, going to get the knock on to Nixon, but they can't get it. US9 going to get Nixon as well at the end. And the shot's going to go right now to there. DVS will get Archive. High Voltage gets eliminated. And now it's just a 3v4 at this stage.
Right now, Fractus Gaming have the advantage. The zone is in their favor. I would just love to see them take it and push just a little more aggression from maybe 1 or 2 players to get up there to maybe just cause a little bit of a distraction for MLC Devils Esports. Maybe cause a little bit of peaks coming out from them. But oh my word, one of the members from MLC Devils Esports gets taken down to 1 HP. But I mean, what do you expect here? Is MLC Devils gonna come out?
No, I think Fractus has kind of got this one. They just need to hold together, make sure. Just if where Anonymous is sitting now, he can definitely control the tempo of what happens now. He needs to just be careful he doesn't get knocked, otherwise this is going to end the game for them. He needs to spot these members out. The utility usage coming out here from Anonymous is just everything. The kitchen sink has been thrown at MLC Devils at this moment. Wally going to get that nade onto his 9.
And now definitely Anonymous in a prime position, and he is doing some real work onto MLC Devils Esports, causing enough distraction right now for a flank. And I think a flank from Fractus Gaming will come out sooner or later, or at least some good util usage.
Just these 2
from the rest of the members.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult. MLC Devils need to hit their shots now. They need to hit every single shot on the head. in order to try and even be remotely close to try and take this game. But Wally is going to do that flank position that you explained earlier. Now it's just Anodicity left alive here. What can they do? And the push is coming in, I think, from Anonymous from the opposite side here. Can he spot out? And he does indeed. Anonymous finishes out. Fractus Gaming takes the $10 and a chicken dinner. 11 kills. Great bit of work from them.
Absolutely brilliant. I think Fractus Gaming are quite happy with us now. From the previous 2 games, they weren't going so great, but now they've just come out with a banger game, 11 kills, and they're going to be loving it. I also have to give a shout out to MLC Devils Esports, ending off there, just in second place, also with 11 kills, Godfather.
Yeah, I mean, massive work coming out there from the Devils as well. They needed that game as well. High Voltage, again, a high spot coming out from them with a total of 9 kills. I mean, high kills there for them. Rusty Revolvers coming in fourth with 2 kills. Born Slippy really doing a lot of work there to get his team into that position. Really well done to him. And then in rounding up your top 5 was the Ninjas in Bikinis, rounding up with a total of 7 kills. That's Erangel done for the evening. We move on to our last game, which is Miramar. So stay tuned for a little bit. We will be back. Grab yourself a cup of coffee and we'll be back with action on Miramar. Welcome back, everybody, to the next match, last match of the evening here on Miramar. This is PUBG Africa Season number 2. We're in the group stages. This is A versus B. And by the time we finish out the group stages, the top 16 will move into the finals where they'll battle it out for the prize pool worth of $1,400. But don't forget that if you win a chicken dinner in the group stages, you earn yourself $10 extra. And so far, we've seen Fractus Gaming, High Voltage, and Against the Odds take home the chicken dinners this evening. And the guys are just about to get back into the plane. Ellis, what do you expect from this match?
I'm right now. Last game, I'm expecting some really try hard teams to actually go for it now. I'm assuming they're gonna sweat as much as they can and get as much kills as they can.
Okay, well, let's move over to the next match. Here goes gameplay. Everybody's about to jump out. We see the first team to jump out is Ninjas in Bikini, as they're going to head over towards Al Zahar there. No issues for them. No one really around them. We saw pretty intense match in Miramar, in our last Miramar, in the second game there. Ellis, do you expect the same thing happening here?
You know, I definitely think so. Last game, we could even see some hot drops here in the last game, but I doubt it. But I'm definitely expecting the aggression to absolutely rain out from these teams right now.
Yeah, I mean, these teams are also going to be making their movements. Obviously, a kind flight path there for a lot of the teams. So you can see everyone getting themselves into the positions that they would like to be in. Unfortunately, Warriors only down to 2 members. Apparently, some issues happening there for them. But, you know, we can't stop the games just for 2. We have to continue. Everyone else jumping in, and then we're gonna get a full lobby. 62 players who entered in are in. Great to see. And that circle,
it is a rough one, I have to say. That all the way up to the north side, no one was expecting that. The whole this evening we have not had a north zone, and it's happened. But Abdul will take out Loki there in the background. Chumasera having a bit of action there, so there is a hot drop in action right now.
Yeah, in Chumasera we got that as well, and we're gonna see what's happening over here. We got Loki has been knocked out already. Trouble on the opposite side here, so this could leave the members of Tricksters here a little bit vulnerable. If should Trouble get a decent enough weapon, he's got the M16, not something you probably want, but he's got that SKS which can do some damage from afar as well. But for Loki's actually going to get revived there as well. Here comes Abdu. He's going to try and see if he can peek down and do some damage. You're going to see Typo in the window. Does he spot him out? He doesn't at this moment. Some of these windows being boarded up since the new patch update for Miramar. So you can't look out of all the building windows here now. And this kind of changes the game a little bit. I think Abdu's in such a bad position.
Right now he's just giving himself away. I'm surprised the Tricksters have not heard these footsteps. But he needs to be so careful. But I guess he's feeling a little bit of confidence because Trouble is on the opposite side, so they basically have a sandwich in play. But I think Abdu's just got a call now that one of the members are separated. So they might just go for the one player that is separated from his team and get a free easy kill off the bat and make it a 3v4.
Yeah, and proving that these windows being boarded up here are crucial. This has made such good gameplay here for the Born to Lead members. So this makes it then they can actually move around a little bit more. It's actually, we've just seen it in action now. Will Stays make his movement in towards that Tricksters member there on top over there. He's going to throw out the grenade. He may get caught out here. The grenade goes out. This might bounce back into him. Doesn't indeed. Doesn't. Thank goodness for him. Charvel did get tagged up there as well, but Stays, I think, playing that a little bit unnecessary with the grenade. They're really making that mistake. The Molotov going to come out there from the Tricksters member. He's got that pump shotgun in hand. The adrenaline shot getting put in. No, he's going to cancel that one out. He's going to throw out another Molotov. Make sure that Stairs is covered. And some good util usage coming out here from Tricksters.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm just surprised that the rest of the team from the Tricksters have not pushed up to maybe help a little bit, or maybe it is the strat. But at the end of the day, Stays will take out one of the members from the Tricksters. I mean, this is a big opening right now for Born to Lead. Tricksters are a man down, so it is a 4v3 situation. Now, the question is, will this be a full 4-man push here from Born to Lead?
They are separated. Still got Chabo on the opposite side. Looks like Mingo and Tyro are going to try and make their way down the building lines here. But does Chabo, I don't think he's just busy having a loot up there, making sure everything's good. Does he spot out the members? He does indeed. He spots out the two, making their movement. Mingo gets tagged in back. I don't think he's going to spot out Tyro. Is he going to peek his way through that doorway there? Indeed he does. And I think Chabo may get surprised here by the members of Tricksters. Should he peek out again? He's just going to look at trying to chuck a little bit more utility usage to there. Abdu just holding up time. He's going to pull back as well. And Hunter trying to see this last member here. They counted 2. So they know that Loki may be just behind here. Loki trying to see if he can grab an angle on towards Charbel. Should he maybe make a movement around the building here as well. Got that canted sight on.
Yes.
Not something we see often.
Yeah, nah, I'm so surprised. I mean, it is. I don't know why players do not use this. I mean, you could throw that 2 times on your M4 with the canted sight, and you could have a good game. I think the accuracy on that canted sight is a bit less, though, than a normal red dot or holographic, which may prevent the players from using it.
Maybe. I think it's just a bit of an odd angle. It's not. I don't think the canted works as well in PUBG than in some other games, like, you know, Battlefield. They've got a great canted sight as well. Sometimes on some of their attachments as well. I think PUBG normally focuses on more of the mechanic of, you know, aiming down the sight. So yeah. I think it's just kind of like people wanted the canted sight. Let's give them a canted sight, and that's what they've done. As the shots get rained out now between these two teams. Loki just trying to see if he can try and get something out of this. Also, if you haven't seen, the Loki series is out, so go have a look at that one as well. You know, get yourself, you know, that goodness of, oh, just coming out here. The Charbel spots on Loki from the side there, and Loki has to get back into cover there. And Tricksters is just kind of getting a lot of damage their way here, but nothing really happening here for Born to Lead.
Oh yeah, Loki does also have to be careful. He is on, if he gets knocked, it is his second knock, so he will bleed out a lot faster. And now Practice Gaming is going to drive past, or maybe Practice Gaming will try and avoid Team Wolf squads here.
I think Wolf is trying to avoid Team Practice here, so
yes. It
looks like Wolf squads is just going to continue on their way there as well. We're going to go try and see if we can get back to the fight. And we see another knock there. Loki does get knocked there by Born to Lead. Stays going to quickly go up the rim here to see what he can do. Mingo and Tyro, not much that they can do for their fallen teammate. And I think that's them going to try and get out as quickly as possible. Loki gets punched out eventually. Abdu still looting in the background there. He's going to leave his teammates to do what they need to do. And I think for Tricksters, it's just, you know, time will tell. But that circle, that blue zone is coming in fast.
I mean, right now, this zone is really, really nuts. But most of the teams are in zone already. You can see high voltage shots towards Practice Gaming here. And, but unfortunately, nothing really connecting. But High Voltage, once again, just making it in. I haven't really seen High Voltage play off of this first zone. They rather wait for the first phase to shift and then decide where they want to go. So it is very, very interesting with their gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's just their style they like to see, and then they can try and figure out exactly where all the rest of the teams go. And they can take it from there. Shadow Warrior just taking a couple shots over towards Sick Daddy Club as he makes his movement over to a different position. He's got Bad Bunny with him as well, just on the opposite side. Nice try. Is going to eliminate 2 of the members of the MLC Devils. Are almost winners of the last round here as well. And now comes Scream as well. Look at the gauntlet that MLC Devils has to run here. But it looks like he's going to just make it out. There's more shots coming out there from Nos Gaming. They won a good game here, does Nos Gaming, because they've really been in problems at the moment. But in Chumasera, the fight continues. Mingo, last member standing here for the Sixers.
I mean, right now, don't even think it's worth for Mingo. I think Mingo just deny points and maybe even try and get away, one of the two, because he has they're just giving the points right now to Bourne's lead, and it's 1v4, 1v3 situation, so it's not looking great for him, but he's still gonna try, and definitely give him my full respect for that.
He's trying to delay Bourne to lead now. That's what he needs to do. If he can delay Bourne to lead, but he gets a shot out towards Hunter. Mingo's not done yet, and this is exactly what he wants. And he gets stays as well. It's falling apart from Bourne to lead, and it's just going from bad to worse for Bourne to lead. Mingo will salvage something out of this. And this is looking great from him. And the grenade's going to go out. Oh, no, don't do that.
No.
It almost landed on top of him. 39 damage coming across towards Charbel there. And Mingo has made Bourne to lead pay for hunting them down. And this is some great play coming out here from Mingo. Abdu still alive there. He's going to get into the bike, and he's quickly going to go and try and pick up Charbel. They need to get out of the situation as quickly as possible. Do they try and even take this on? Oh, but Mingo's going to realize this. He's going to take the shots. He's going to go back. They're going to try and take on the fight. What are they going to do? The flashbang's going to go out. Smokes are getting deployed. Born to lead are just trying to survive here against one member of Tricksters who's just been too stubborn for them to kill. He's going to hear the bike, but they're going to go in the opposite direction, which is wide. Can he get some shots on towards him? He does indeed. He's going to pull out the mini. Can he get a headshot if he does one? Oh.
I mean, wow, what a play from Mingo there, from the Trickster. And he still has two vehicles there in the background that he can grab and leave. But right now, Gosp and Team Wolf quads will be going at it. A 2v2 so long in the situation until the rest of the Gosp Wolves members come up. But Commander will take out melee there. Opening knock for Gosp right now. Griffin, what can he do? He's getting shot in the side there, and he's going to play the prone game. But right now, it is not looking too great for him, and I'm fairly sure we're going to have a push from Mr. Lieutenant Commander fairly soon on to Griffin.
Yeah, Millie gets flashed out there as well. Griffin, what can you do from this perspective here? That's the question.
I mean, he has to play it so slow right now. Try and get as much information as possible. But
the
Commander push up close with that double barrel, and that is not looking too great for Team Wolf quads right now.
I mean, the action that's happening in the beginning between some of these teams is so intense that we're kind of missing the first kind of 4 phases of the circle as well.
Yeah.
It's just been insane that what's going to be going down. Born to lead, still getting themselves inside here. I do suspect Mingo is just going to be waiting this one out until he dies. He's actually going to have a Marauder. Does he make it in? That's the question. But he's going to try. I mean, for Tricksters, no team has fully died yet as well. I mean, into phase 2. Which generally for, this type of scene, it is quite a new thing, but, let's see what happens.
I mean, right now, I really hope Noz Gaming can pull back this game. They've been having a really, really bad evening so far, so I'm hoping for just one banger game from them to maybe just boost their confidence a little bit, and then hopping into tomorrow's games or Sunday's games, they come with maybe a better attitude and a better feel.
100%. Circle coming in, Goth trying to make their way in. Shadow Warrior last member standing there for the Team Werewolf quads against the odds being quiet this game. Obviously they're trying to get as many points as possible moving into tomorrow as well. And the shots coming out here from Innocent Devils as they spotted ninjas in bikinis making this movement into the compound. No shots tagging at this stage, very far away. Should that shot hit, that's a pretty good. I mean, look at the distance.
Yeah, that is far. I mean, at that point, is it even worth with the 7.6 gun? I mean, that bullet drop and how long it takes to get the bullet over there. I don't even think it's worth taking shots at that range. It's just, I guess it just frightens the other team a little bit.
Yeah, true. Moves down towards the south, does the circle for Born to lead. They're going to be happy with that. No one really below that road line there in the south, so this is going to get very busy coming in from the north.
Oh yeah, right now I think the rotates coming in from all these teams, we're going to see a lot of drive-bys coming in this last phase hopefully, and it's just a ton of action to keep up with. But now Soska will be taking some shots over towards MLC. I mean, high voltage, but MLC will come in.
Ooh.
Born Slippy with a beautiful bolty shot onto Norman. And now, what can the Rusty Rollers do? Can they capitalize on this? As Hyrix
Get onto Born Slippy is looking for Norman. Radak is there to assist the raise on towards him. Wally gonna get the knock on towards one of the custom team members. Is that everyone trying to find a position inside the circle? Milton looks like he's gonna try and see what happens here. Stick Daddy Club is going to rock up into the same compound as the high voltage here, and Voodoo gonna be stuck in here. What will Milton do? Can he get the knock on towards Zaylene? He does indeed. And that's going to be a Sick Daddy member down and out as well. Voodoo sitting inside the building. I think Milton is aware of this one. Spots him out here. Voodoo going to get knocked out as well from Milton. And the flush is going to come in from him as well. MLC is busy taking a lot of shots there. Molotov man from the top of the hill trying to see if he can maybe pick up a couple kills here and there. Hicken down below. The shots coming out. Nothing connecting at the stage from him. Does get a little bit of a tag there at the end. Joru will get a that wasn't me GG, as those two teams are now having a fight inside the compound here. Oh,
what is going on here?
What is going on here? Warriors out in 16th position. Only two members there sitting from them. That wasn't me. GG's going to burn out alive there from the Molotov from Anonymous. And again, some good utility work coming out there from Fractus Gaming. Anonymous tries to push out here. Can he spot them out? Can he win it out? He takes out Rez. That is good work coming out there from Anonymous. Shots coming out. The real Spartacus going to take them out. And now Joru, what can he do from this perspective? As now the push comes out here from Spartacus. He's going to try and get the res onto Resnad. Or he's going to first just eliminate Anonymous there, making sure he's got time for Resnad to do this. But Goss coming in here as well. As we can see here in the background, Spartacus, last member surviving here for Ninjas and Bikinis. Nothing he can do here. He just needs to try and see if he can maybe eliminate one of the members of Fractus here. DVS gets knocked out by the blue zone as well. Wally, last member surviving here for Fractus, or sorry, two members surviving, Joru and Wally. And Spartacus, I think, may just... Does he heal in time? No, he doesn't.
Ninjas and Bikinis out in 15th position. I mean, that was pretty well played there from Fractus Gaming. Even the res onto DVS, even though he couldn't get the heal off on time, they did deny the kill towards Ninjas and Bikinis. But right now, Wally, the last member left alive, it's not looking too great for him. And he will be taken out shortly, unfortunately. Just running in the open there. As Norman in the background will take out Born Slippy. But Gospin, high voltage, Archine not spotting him out, but Nixon will do the final deed, and Fractus Gaming is out in 14th position.
Here come the push from Sick Daddy Club here, as now leader with the Winchester. Bit of an interesting choice of weapon here, but a very powerful weapon nonetheless. Team Custom will get eliminated out in 13th position. Here comes leader as they make their way on towards this, but against the odds getting taken out in the background. Molotov man will get out Norman. Red up last member standing up for Sick Daddy Club, and leader will eliminate Sick Daddy Club out in 12th position. Great work coming out there from them. Team Wolf of Quads gets eliminated out in the end. Critzy, last member standing here for against all odds. He's going to be smoking it up. Want to lead out in 10th, but Mates Alliance Gaming ready for this one. They want to flush out Critzy here. Can Critzy maybe pull off this clutch or not? Against all odds, started up the day with a chicken dinner win. Second game really good. Third game was in 16th position, and it hasn't played out very well for them since then. But can he do anything against these members of Mates Alliance Gaming? As I'm sure all of them are picked up at the moment. So he's going to come out. Mars going to peek him out from there. He needs to be careful. Mr. B comes on the opposite side. So he's gets taken, but Get Rick comes from the side. And Get Rick is going to eliminate Critzy, and Gets odds out in 9th position.
I mean, that was just so unfortunate, but Mates Alliance Gaming doing a beautiful push onto Against All Odds there. But now looking at the map, Noz definitely holding the most powerful position in zone, as now I think Born to Lead, or my apologies, that's MLC Esports, also have a very powerful position in this zone.
Commander gets killed with a grenade in hand, and that's not what you want to see for him. But look, Mingo's made it. Mingo's made it.
Wow.
I mean, he's gotten straight into Nos Gaming, which is not what he would have wanted, but I mean, he's made it. That's definitely something there. And is the push coming out from Nixon on towards the members of Gosp here? Mr. Loot stuck in a bit of position here alongside his teammate. And here comes the push from High Voltage. And I think for Gosp, it's looking a little bit of a dire straits at the moment. Let's see with the thing on. He's just Mr. Loot just holding that angle at the moment. Shots come out now. They know exactly where this man is coming from. He's going to take the shot. Mr. Loot gets eliminated. Trickster's out in 8th. Gosp will be out in 7th position. And yeah, High Voltage continue on their run here. 7 kills. I mean, they're just not stopping.
I mean, High Voltage, after that first game, turned on, and they've been having some really, really high kill games. I mean, but I can see the practice and the hours they put into this game really, really coming off now. But the same can be said for many of these other teams. They are doing some really, really nice work, like against the odds in the first 2 games. So, I mean, it is just, again, down to your luck and your positioning, really, where your IGL leads you. But right now, it is looking great for Nos Gaming and MLC Esports.
Yeah, I mean, you make your own luck as well, let's be honest. So if you put yourself in the right position early on and give yourself the space that you need in the early phases, it does pay off in the end. Rusty Revolver's now getting under a little bit of pressure there from Nos Gaming as they're trying to make their way into the circle. They do find a home for now as the circle has moved over towards the western side of the map. Mates Alliance Gaming, first bit of Mates Alliance Gaming we've seen all night long though. They've been struggling throughout here. They've now gotten through the against odds members now, and now with 4 kills making this way up the hill here towards Nos Gaming. Nos TF2 has been knocked out there, and now MLC Devils, can they do anything about this knock over here? Do they know do they have the map awareness of what's happening there? Hicken gonna get taken up by Brahim from the MLC Esports and gonna get flushed out as well. So High Voltage will lose out a member, and I mean, different teams coming out of this, except for High Voltage. None of these other teams have won a game this evening. So does High Voltage take out 2 chicken dinners? That, I mean, with the players they've got left, still definitely a possibility.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But it is going to be really, really difficult depending on where this next zone shifts. MLC could just gatekeep them, along with Mates Alliance Gaming and but now we have the collision between Nos Gaming and Mates Alliance Gaming, as Get Wrecked will be the first member knocked from Mates Alliance Gaming. Some nice useful usage coming out here from Nos.
Yeah, and look at this push coming out here from Nos Gaming. They're just really pushing out the envelope. Mr. Beef Truck goes down. Patrick is going to be just behind the vehicle there. Mars very separated from his team, and they quickly, Nos Gaming going to go through Mates Alliance Gaming, the 3 members there. Mars stuck inside the shed just below this. Nothing he can do. He's got the K9 and not much more he can do for his teammate at this time. And Nos Gaming get those quick kills there, and they'll be able to maybe get that res up as well and continue on their way. High Voltage looking for a space to play as well as the circle shifts over towards the eastern side, leaving 1, 2, 3 teams out of the circle for now. What do they do? I mean, for MLC Esports, it's a very strong position that they're in at the moment.
Oh yeah, I mean, they've been holding that position for, I think, the past 2-3 zones now. So right now, it is working miracles for them. They have got the knowledge. They can see mostly to their north and to their east. But the only problem is when Nos Gaming comes in there from the south side, if I'm not mistaken, is that hill, where that could cause some real damage. But at the end of the day, MLC Devils Esports is out in 16th position. Rusty Revolver's doing some great work there.
Yeah, I mean, Leader managed to get a Winchester kill there as well. Can they get this res? Do they get this res? No, Devil's going to opt to not do the res as well. Now comes Nos Gaming on top of this hill. They would have known that someone was fighting here. So can Devil do some more damage on towards a Rusty? Leader will get eliminated. Devil will get taken out in 5th position, but still a good work there from Rusty Revolvers this game, picking up, I think it was 3 kills in total. So great work there coming out from them, picking up some good points in these last 2 games. Nos Gaming, all 4 members alive. MLC Esports, all 4 members alive. High Voltage got 3, and then Mates Alliance Gaming with 1 member.
Right now, I think the best play, the last member of Mates Alliance Gaming, is to just sit. Don't peek, just sit. And let the other teams fight it out. See if he can get more placement points. Because it's really hard to take on a squad by yourself. And now there's some nice headshots coming out there from Bosgandel. Does connect with 1. Unfortunately, the few shots that follow do miss. I mean, do you think High Voltage is going to make it in with MLC Esports gatekeeping them?
I mean, they potentially can. I mean, you can see there in the map. I mean, you can see Nixon's now getting on his vehicle. TF2 is going to take a couple shots on towards him, but the hills paying and the rocks also helping out High Voltage just to make it a little bit closer into the map. I mean, they've got the buildings to also still play as well. Just better, looking like he's just going to take out a different angle here on towards High Voltage and see what he can spot out from there. And I think for High Voltage, time is ticking for them. I think it's going to be a difficult position to play out of, especially when Nos Gaming can also see a lot of the kills there as well. And then where does the circle go? It does move away from High Voltage. MLC Esports looking good. They still got some hard cover available, but Archive gonna take out Apache's head there. And I mean, these guys of High Voltage, I mean, it's just too good. But just better is going to stay where he is, and he's going to keep on holding this position. He's going to spot out Nixon.
And I mean, if he takes some shots onto Nixon, it would be a good idea. It would cause a big distraction. Now they really do just need that last member from Mates Alliance Gaming to peek, but he's not going to, because he is going to go for the points there. But nice try, we'll take out Milton there. Nos Gaming now coming to the aid of MLC a little bit. But I don't know if High Voltage can really clutch this one out. Archive does have a few vehicles here, but is it really worth it?
No, oh no, he went on the opposite side there. Oh, he's just lost a lot of life for nothing. Milton gonna be eliminated. Nos Gaming up to 10 kills here. Archive gonna get spotted out there by Nos as well, just leaving Nixon left alive here for High Voltage. Mates Alliance Game gets found out as well. Nos Gaming has come to the party inside this last game, making sure they get the points. 11 kills so far for them, and they're hunting down Nixon. This is the time for MLC Esports to maybe try and get a different position on towards Nos Gaming. Not all concentrate on towards Nixon. It looks like Nixon gonna be in a lot of he's in a sticky spot.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I think right now, like you said, MLC needs to just put 1 member to stay in that compound to focus on Nixon. But at the end of the day, nice try would take out Nixon here now. Oh, did. And High Voltage is out in 3rd position. But by now, MLC Esports could have been up this mountain and already tried to catch Nos off guard. But now here comes this 4v4 situation, and you can see both teams just preparing for it.
I mean, yeah, we haven't seen a 4v4 this evening, so it's good to see it. And 2 North African teams going at it as well. And also a new chicken dinner winner as well. So we'll have 4 different chicken dinner winners inside this. You know, $40 already, or $30 already been paid out as well. So let's see who will take out this one. Nos versus MLC Esports. Nice try. Busy trying to bed up there. Does get spotted out there by Brahim. First knock goes to Nos Gaming. What can they do here? Can Brahim do anything about it? Looks like the res is going to go off for Nos Gaming. They know that this is important for them to help them. Oh, what a shot there from Brahim.
Yeah, but right now, TF2 holding a very nice off angle, just causing MLC not being able to push. TF2, as long as he stays up, he is keeping Nos Gaming alive right now. He is the 1 member that is going to frighten all of them from pushing Nos Gaming. But I do think MLC can really do something now with their util. They need to start smoking to the center and maybe try and push onto TF2. Maybe even get a flank onto TF2. TF2 right now is just a thorn in MLC Esports side.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. His positioning here is definitely making it a lot more difficult for MLC to make you out. And now MLC are out of the circle as well. Oh, but Bosgandel going to get the knock on towards TF2. And that's going to open. The next one goes down. MLC have turned this around very quickly. And what can they do from this perspective here? As now the shots coming out here, you can see. Nice try trying to get this one out. There's not much that he can do. Brahim's going to peek over. He's going to be flanked out as well. Nice try down to very low HP. But here comes the rush from MLC Esports. They're going to take the final chicken dinner. 7 kills going their way. Great work coming out from them. What a fast push coming up there. There's 2 vital knocks. And it was game on for there.
I mean, I have to give it to MLC. Getting into that compound in the early stages, they didn't have to move. They could just farm. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful position from them. But I also got to give it to Noz coming in there for second place. They did a fantastic job racking up some kills there in the last game, proving that those last 3 games weren't their best, but now coming through with a really, really good game.
Yeah, that's going to change up the leaderboard as well. Remember, we got tomorrow and on Sunday that we're going to be playing the group stages to see which top 16 teams are going to make it through. In third, we saw the high voltage again, another high placement game. And with coming in with 7 kills, a lot of points, a lot of kills coming out from them. Mates Alliance Gaming will finish out in 4th position. They'll be happy with that one with 4 kills. And rounding up your top 5 is the Rusty Revolvers Gaming with 3 kills there for leader. Some good points again for Rusty Revolvers as we now quickly move over towards our cameras here just to say a little bit of a cheers goodbye to all of you. Definitely a really, really great evening of the group stages. A versus B. Tomorrow we see A versus C, and we do this all over again, Airless.
Oh yeah, I mean, I personally, I enjoy it so much. It is so nice to see these teams actually just go at each other and maybe cause a little bit of grief with each other, a bit of banter. I'm waiting for that to kick in because it is still in the early stages. And usually things do come a little more interesting with the banter coming through.
Well played to all the teams as well. Obviously, Group B won't be playing tomorrow. I know a lot of them are also playing in the ECL as well. So good luck to those guys who are playing in the ECL. From myself and Airless Tomato, have yourself a great evening, great day tomorrow. Remember to update your game. The patch is coming through tomorrow morning as well, so remember to have all your games updated for the next round, which we're going to see A versus C in our group stages. We'll see you then. Have a great night. Cheers for now.